All right. It says it's recording, so we are on for the first 20 questions featuring Aidan Jimenez. Aidan, say hi to the people.
Hey everyone.
So here's the deal. I'm going to ask Aidan 20 simple questions, and he's going to answer it. It's a kind of rapid fire. It's a get to know you in this time of COVID 2020. It's a little harder to connect with people. So this is our attempt at Winnetka Covenant Youth Ministry to do so, to connect. So Aidan, you ready?
Absolutely.
I'm going to start off with a question that I think the whole world has been wanting to know. Aidan, what's your favorite type of juice?
I have to go with Mongo on that one.
Did you say mango?
Yeah.
I believe you meant mango. Is that correct?
The real way to say it is Mongo. The American way is mango.
You just 100% served me a slice of humble pie, and I immediately eat it. You are right. Tell me why mango is the juice of choice.
I mean, um, I lived the first 3 years of my life in a very tropical place where you go outside and just pick one off the tree. So drinking tropical fruit, tropical has always been a big part of my life, and always found Mongo a big, like one of my favorites when it comes to that.
Dude, I love that. Please forgive me. I learned something today. I need to be more humble.
Definitely not like I've told you this before.
I forget things so quickly. But I'm not going to forget the answer to your next question right here. What state would you live in that is not named Illinois?
Easy, California.
And why California?
Um, I've always loved California. I love the weather, the climate. I have an uncle who actually lives out there, so that's always nice to go visit him.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah, especially going into these next couple months, I think California weather's going to be kind of a nice thing that a lot of people would want.
better than the snow, that's for sure.
Better than the snow. Number 3, this could be a name of a favorite household pet. I can't do that segue. I was trying and I just failed. The third question is going to just simply be, what is your favorite household pet?
I've always been a fan of dogs.
I kind of thought that would be your answer, and so I want to know the type of dog that you might choose.
Um, as some of you guys know, Jen, our pastor, has a pit bull, and I have always loved pit bulls. Except personally, I'm tied between a pit bull and a husky.
A pit bull and a husky. Clearly
Yeah,
something you probably wouldn't do a combo like breed of. You'd either get
that
a
would be interesting to see.
it would
I've
be a
never
lot.
seen a picture of that.
Yeah. Shout out to Zoe for Pastor Jen if you're listening there. That was a great answer, Aiden. Number 4, I'm interested to this answer. What is the word you say the most in your vocabulary?
I think it's the word the.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna go practical. So let's go there though. You think you say the more than or I or and?
Yeah, I mean, like, the is just a part of almost every single conversation one has. So
Dude,
it's,
I want to break down whatever sentence you just said there and see if it actually had the word the in it. I don't know. I'm
I
not.
started the conversation, I started the sentence with the. I said the.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
You knew that the intention of that question was way more of like a popular, unique word, and I knew you were going to take it to the practical. So, touche to you, a point for you. But I also want to say I saw that coming. Next question, and on 20 questions we do a lot of just bouncing back between favorite and another one, just because it's really easy to ask favorites. But you'll kind of see a rhythm of favorite, different type of question, favorite, different type of question. This one's one of the favorites. What is your favorite restaurant that has a drive-through window?
I gotta stay classic with the pit.
Charcoal Delights on the corner of
Absolutely.
Kedzie and Foster. Wow. For people that don't know, tell them about Charcoal Delights, aka the Pit.
I was gonna say, people from North Park and people from the area, it's pretty much known as the Pit because that was its old name. You can go there and just get it's basically just classic burger and fries, but it's not just any burger and fries compared to McDonald's. They had to like change it, which makes an actual difference. Trust me.
It does, dude. It totally does. I do a lot of my meetings with some of our North Park leaders. Shout out Corey Wallace here. We hit the pit a lot.
Hi,
Sometimes
Corey.
Hi, Corey. Sometimes I put barbecue sauce on my hash browns in the morning because they have 3 different pumps. They have ketchup, barbecue sauce, mustard.
You're
I thought
so
I was
unique.
putting ketchup. It was actually barbecue sauce. Pretty good, actually. And my mom also calls Charcoal Delights the Pit. So when she inevitably listens, Joan, hi. Uh,
Hi, Joel's mom.
shout out to the pit. Next one coming here. The best book you've ever read, start to finish. The
Oh,
best, not
wow.
favorite. What do you think is the best?
The Shack.
Oh,
100%
interesting.
The Shack.
Okay, tell us why you like the Shack.
The Shack's, it's always been like a close book to me, especially when connecting with the Christianity. Uh, like I myself, and I'm sure other people out there have had their own experiences with God. Um, and so I just kind of find it cool to like see like other people's and how everyone's story is different. Like this guy, he went through a lot, but he found God through it, like through the hard times.
Totally. That's great. What's funny is I worked a summer at camp in like 2011, and like everyone on staff read the Shack. And Aidan, how old were you in 2011?
2011, I was in second grade.
Yeah, so that's our interaction with the Shack. What a classic! But that's great. I did not think that would be your answer. All right, here's a question I want to know, and it's a little confusing, but I think people will get it. If you had to wake up at a certain hour every day for the rest of your life, what hour would it be? No matter what, you have to wake up at this hour. Which hour is it?
I'd say 8 o'clock, 'cause that's usually when I wake up.
Yeah.
And so I just, it's become a part of my habit. I've become used to it.
I like that.
Um,
It's not too late, not too early. You know,
yeah,
you're not going to miss much in the world if you are not up by 8. um but we have a lot of things that you can also get some sleep behind there too.
yeah, for sure.
Any other things with that one?
I mean, like usually go to bed around 9:30. I
Yeah,
know, I know I go to bed early, but waking up at 8 is just like kind of perfect timing getting ready for school and everything. So
I like it, dude. Question here. Favorite letter. This is me throwing you a curveball. I'm really interested to hear what you say.
Z.
And why Z? Because of sleeping? Z's?
It's either Z or Q because I always find those the most unique. It's really hard to actually find them in like just a natural sentence.
That's a great point. Quiz,
Unless you like talking
Zoom,
about Q-tips and zebras.
or Zoom, the thing that we're on right now. But
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. There's many words that don't have either of those letters. So, and it's really hard to answer the question, what is your favorite letter? So kudos for that. Favorite shoe that you do not own yourself?
I was really hoping you wouldn't actually ask me this one. I know as much as I hate on them. I've even been looking at buying a pair of those rainbow LeBrons.
I, they're called Fruity Pebble LeBrons. First of all,
Well,
get the name right.
they're both rainbow, aren't they?
They are rainbow colored. I really wish I could have longer arms so that I could grab them and show them. But Google them. Really good ankle support.
Link is in the bio.
Link in the bio. Sponsored ad. Hashtag ad. Just really good shoe that I've had, and Aidan has given me a lot of flack for throughout the years. But I'm glad you're coming through and you're seeing that it's a good shoe, man.
Yeah.
LeBron, congratulations on your championship, dude. Number 10 here. What is one goal you have for the rest of the year 2020?
Personally for me, I've been getting into boxing, so a big one is just to, continue advancing in that.
Yeah,
Just getting better at the sport itself, learning more. Like as of right now, I just pretty much know the basics, but yeah. Also, I'd like to shout out something.
please.
June 12th, Will Kelly and I will be boxing each other. Yeah, save the date. It is real. It is happening.
This
And
is not endorsed by Winnetka Covenant Church in any
it
way.
is not endorsed by Winnetka Covenant Church yet.
Also, why June 12th?
Well, it's kind of just a time where where we're both free.
Is June 11th something where you guys are very
June
busy?
11th, a Friday.
And like that's just packed for you two right now.
Yeah, and I have boxing on Saturday, so I
Get
might as
out
well
of
get one more
here.
lesson in on Saturday.
Get out of here. June 12th, 2021. I'll be saying a lot of prayers for you two to
Yeah.
come to the right side of what to do with your lives. But that's a great answer, Aiden, and that's awesome. A good goal to have, my friend. Number 11, favorite TV show of all time.
The Office.
I kind of felt like that's what you were gonna say, which is another crazy thing because, like in 2011, and before that, I'm watching The Office. So why do you, as somebody who is your age in high school right now, like the show The Office?
I mean, like, I got introduced to it by Ani Magnuson, which many of you guys know.
Shout out
Um,
Ani.
Shout out Ani. And so she was just like, "Hey, I've been watching the show and I think you might like it." And so I was like, "Okay, what is it called?" And she said The Office. And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I went home and I saw it on Netflix and I was like, "Okay, I'd watch the first few seasons." Naturally, I was just like, "What is this?" I had no clue like what I was watching. Like, because the first few seasons aren't the best. You should always start at the third season and then go back.
It picks up end of season 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Favorite character on The Office? Go.
Dwight Kurt Schrute.
Rainn Wilson, New Trier alumni.
Yeah.
Some people argue that Rainn Wilson lived in this apartment complex that I currently live in. I don't know, but there's a chance. Anything's possible that Rainn Wilson lived in this apartment that I'm in right now.
Hey, you never know. He could live in that same apartment.
He could live there right now, and I just don't ever see him. It could be possible.
He could have lived in that apartment that you live in.
It's possible. Kira McClellan, shout out to Kira, thinks that it's true. We're going to keep it moving, keep it pushing. Number 12, what is one word you hope people would use to describe you, Aiden?
I think hopeful.
Nice. And why hopeful?
Some I've been like I've been through a lot. We all have, but I always try to find the best in things. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but I always like looking in the future rather than just staying where I am today because I like setting goals.
That's great, Aiden. I definitely see you as a hopeful person, and I love that that's how you want people to view you. That's great. Favorite genre of music?
That one is a solid tie. I'd have to say between worship and rap.
What about worship rap? Do you ever listen to rap that is done via the form of rap? Worship.
I have tried, but I just can't get into it.
No, that's fair, dude. That's fair. So is it kind of depending on your mood? You might put on a rap track or you might
Yeah,
put on a worship
like
song.
there are days where all I want to do is lay back and blast Tupac. And there are other days where I just want to sit, like, read a book while listening to Hillsong.
Dude, I love that, man. Love that. Great answer. But I do one day want somebody to answer definitively that they like one genre of music other than everyone always says they have eclectic music tastes. Oh, I just listen to everything. I'm very eclectic. It's the only time we use the word eclectic is to describe music, but I digress. I'm going on a rant.
Oh, it looks like you might have like a thesaurus next to you or something, Joel.
That's it, dude. I don't have my LeBrons, but I have the thesaurus. Question 14. How tall in feet and inches do you want to be when you're fully grown?
I mean, like, to this day, I'm always been told that I'm, like, somewhat tall, especially, like, at school and everything. I'm 5'11". I just hit that. And so I'm hoping to, hit – I was about to say 5'12", but hopefully hit 6 feet.
I like 5'12", dude. I like that. Reframe it.
I don't want to be, like, living my life as a giant. Like, I don't mind the height I'm in.
So I'm 6'5". Is that too much?
I can settle at, like, 6'3" at most.
Yeah, that's fair, dude. That's fair. For those that haven't seen Aiden in a couple of months, Aiden, you've definitely grown in this kind of quarantine time. It's fun to see. Fun to see
I
it.
can add something else to that.
Please.
A big reason I don't want to be 6'5" is when we went to Six Flags that one time, last thing I want to hear from the operator who's like running the machine is, "Don't raise your hands," and you might want to duck at times.
It's a great story. It's one of the best stories I have at youth ministry. As Aiden and I on a Six Flags ride, and the person just says, "Don't raise your hands. You'll be fine." It's like, will I? Will I be? We're gonna pivot and switch the order just so we can get that question because it ties into what's your favorite ride at Six Flags? Let's hop right there.
Oh, favorite ride at Six Flags, Raging Bull.
Yeah,
100%.
Do you think it's the most popular ride overall at Six Flags?
I think that new one, I don't know what it's called, but I think that new one's definitely, kicking in.
That's true. There's always something new, right? It's hard
Yeah.
to, but Raging Bulls is a standard. I
I
love.
always love on Raging Bull how slow you go up and then how it's like a little dip. It's like getting your hopes up. So it's like it's worth the build up for what you're about to get.
Completely agree. Speaking of worth the build up for what you're going to get, this next question is a great one. What is your favorite room at Winnetka Covenant Church?
Favorite room? I love the youth room.
I was hoping you might say that, but why do you love it?
Whenever I think of the youth room, I always think of all of us, just coming together, just playing games, pass the pigs, or just, having conversation.
Yeah, it's a great room. It's for sure my favorite room, and there's a lot of good ones in there, but that's great. Next question: what is one gift that you're gonna ask for Christmas this year? What's gonna be on your list?
Um, you know, I've been wanting a gaming computer for a while. Because I have my school laptop, but every now and then I like to play games.
Yes.
So might as
Any
well
game
get
in particular?
PUBG,
I don't even know what that means.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay. No, I'm tracking the GTA.
Yeah.
Well, hey, dude, that's a good one, man. And hopefully Santa asks and provides. Santa provides that nice gaming laptop. Now we're bumping into 18. Which fruit of the spirit do you think is the most important? And for those that maybe forget what all the fruit of the spirits are that are talked about in Galatians: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Which one do you think is the most important to life?
I personally I think patience. As someone who likes, like I just said, like I love to think ahead, but at the same time, you really gotta take just one step at a time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
that's
gotta
good.
be patient because God has a plan,
Yeah,
and it's up to
patient
you.
not just with people, but with time is what I'm hearing
Yeah.
you say. I like that, dude. Patient with people, patient with time. What is your favorite part of Winnetka Covenant Youth Ministry? This is one we're gonna ask everybody every 20 questions.
Okay. I think the uniqueness.
Yeah. What unique things do you think of in particular?
I think everyone just comes in with their own personality. Like there's not like you're not like they're not people who are trying to be like other people.
Yeah,
It's just trying to like you're just being yourself.
I love that, dude. The uniqueness of when people are just themselves is
Yeah.
great. It's a great place to be. Great group of people, great group of folks. And lastly, the question we'll end every 20 questions with as well. What is one thing you want the people to know about Aidan Jimenez?
I love talking with people. It could be about anything, really. Just let me know if you want to talk about anything.
I love that, dude. Especially in this time, right? When
Yeah.
there's a lot going on, sometimes we can feel isolated or not connected. Conversation about even little silly things can bring people together. And that's the point of this. And that's why you're on 20 questions right now, is to be talking and connecting. So thanks for answering all the silly ones of what is your favorite letter of the alphabet and also the real ones, Aiden. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
of course.
Until next time, folks, I need to find a sign off. But this has been 20 Questions with Winnetka Covenant Church, Youth Ministry, and Aidan Jimenez. Peace.
Peace.
And now I don't know how to hit the record button to stop.
We're still